All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market walkthrough. We're going to be starting on the NQ this morning. Taking a look at the daily chart, had some good movements to the short side, still bouncing off of a bigger picture stair step, but weak upside movement. So I'm going to see if we end up getting weak upside today or a failed wave to more downside over the next couple days. Looking at the 240. Getting some downside strength, but we had some news this morning. I'll go over that in a little more detail. I think this is just a head fake, but if I continue to see lower highs, looking for more downside movement in the day of trading. Looking at our 30-minute chart, bigger picture, big left shoulder over here. I want to see some strength below that to truly see some lower lows. And with this pullback, I'll be paying attention to 55.75, and that is my key for the morning. As long as I can stay above 55, looking for 80 with strength all the way back to the all-time high at 704. We get below our SR3 at 55, looking for 49 on its way to 42. I'll need some strength again through that 49. Still in some trade progression short. Some price levels I'm very interested in, 50-50, down at 38, and then very close to our SR4. I'm going to remove that. Just don't like cluttering my screen. This is the news event we had this morning. So far, just straddling that price level. Truly haven't broken above it. I want to see a nice deep neckline and then weaker pullbacks to truly tell me this is going to hold for a head and shoulders back up to the long side. Otherwise, with a lower high, looking for another downside move. Looking at the short-term chart, bigger picture off of our SR price levels. Right now I'm going to be using our SR1 as my key, the midpoint of this channel. And if I can stay above 59, I'll look back up to 04 on its way back to 48.50. That news event, I'm going to see how much it corrects itself. Right now I've only straddled that price. And looking for additional movements below there from 59. I'll look for movements all the way to 18 on its way to 76. At the time, bigger picture, still in trade progression short. Again, I'm just going to see how much of this news manipulation took place in the market. If it does hold here, I will be looking for higher highs. Otherwise, looking for lower lows below that 59. So my trading game plan for myself today. Again, waiting to see what really happens with this news. If I do get a failed wave moving back short, I am looking for the short opportunities back below 59. And I'll look for other shorts till I get all the way back down to our low of the day and 76. With some strength back below, I will be looking for short opportunities till the market tells me otherwise. I'm going to expect a little price action at 35. Could be a head and shoulder price level that I'll be looking at, or double bottom. I'll be paying attention to that, but I'll monitor any upside strength off of that long trade. Otherwise, looking to join in short until the market tells me we're done going to the short side. Looking at some indicators, just as some confirmation. Remember, they're lagging algorithms. Our SRs are set days, weeks, months ahead of time. Institutional footprint price levels. So right now, MAC, just an infinity pattern and mimicking price on the momentum indicator. So it's not giving me any information that's going to help me at this time as any confirmation other than what my SRs and trade progression price levels are already giving me. Same thing in the short-term chart. We'll see if this opens up for a little upside trend factor to maintain. But again, this is just a big news event. I still think this may have a chance to push back below, but I'll monitor the pullback on that. And the momentum indicator just mimicking price, so not giving me any information than what my SRs and trade progression price levels are already giving me. Let's take a look at the S&P this morning. So looking on the daily chart, the pullbacks, we'll see if this weak movement to the upside holds. Bigger picture head and shoulder price level near 78, and could see some downside movements, a little pullback in the market. Looking at the 240, bigger picture move here. Looking at that big left shoulder, want to see some strength back below 40. Truly tell me I'm going to see some lower lows. Otherwise, looking for movements back up. Right now, blues outweighing the green, so still seeing a little bit of downside potential after this news manipulation. Looking at the 30-minute chart, big left shoulder over here. Want to see truly some strength back below it, but with these weaker pullbacks, could see another attempt to the short side. So that is my key price level. As long as I can stay below 94, I am still looking for movements back to 40. With strength, down to 84, and possibly all the way to the bottom of our channel at 28.75. With movements, I need a strong move back above 94, and then I will look for movements back to the all-time high at 48. Right now, in trade progression short, still at 87, at 69, and then down at 49. With this news event, I'd still want to see a nice deep neckline and then weaker pullbacks for a head and shoulder, telling me I'm going to change direction to see some higher highs. Otherwise, still looking for short opportunities after this head fake news manipulation. On the way down, I will be paying attention to 94 for a possible head and shoulder long. If we do get some price action, I'll monitor that upside strength. Otherwise, could see a double bottom for a pullback. If I get a lot of downside momentum, just looking for the break of this and joining in short opportunities. Looking at the 5-minute chart, bigger picture, moving down. Again, need to see a very deep neckline truly above our high of the day called a rooftop and our SR4. So right now, looking at the opportunity, if we do get that strength, I will look for movements up to 84 with some strength back up to 03 and then back to our SR1 at 01. We get below that SR3 at 66, I will look for movements to 58 down to 50 with some strength because we only had a big head fake through that price level, very important price level I need to break below 50. And then I'll look for 42 to 33.75. Putting it together for my trading game plan this morning on the S&P. Again, if this is just a big head fake from the news, which I anticipated it really is, without getting that deep neckline, I'm not looking long yet. So we'll see if this ends up getting a failed wave and corrects that news event. But if it's a very weak pullback, I am looking for a long at 66. With strength above the high, I'll look for another stair-step long above 75. If I do get that correction, I will look for the short back down through 66. I will expect a little price action down here at 59, but I may be short-lived on anything long. Really looking to join in for another short. With a lot of strength back through our SR1, I am looking for those short opportunities. I will expect a bounce down near 42. That's that double bottom I was talking about. And the long off of 50 was the head and shoulder that I'll be paying attention to, the price level. So if that head and shoulder does take place, I'll be monitoring that upside strength off that SR1 of 50-50. If the double bottom sets up, I will monitor the upside strength. With the weaker pullbacks, looking to join in on additional short opportunities. Again, looking at the indicators, same information I have on the NQ, just an infinity pattern, mimicking price, not giving me any information than what my SRs and trade progression are already giving me. Same thing on the S&P, did open up for a little trend factor. We'll see if that momentum does continue to the upside, forming that deep neckline, and I'll look for stair steps above.